Hey y'all, it's Carl here. Welcome back to the bathroom. I'm back to work tomorrow, so I'm going to have a head shave. Just finished having a really nice face shave with a new razor. If you want to check it out, I'm going to try and put a link right here if I can figure out how to do it. Tested out a new razor, the Lower Tech. Very nice for a very good price. But on to the head shave. Tonight, head slick as always. And we're testing out the last of my HeadBlade collection. We're using the HeadBlade Moto. First use on this one. It seems to be a pretty similar design to the ATX. You lead with the blade, or not with the blade, but with the wheels. In this case, it's a roller. It's got a 4-blade cartridge to slice through all the hairs. And I think the selling point on this one is it is multi-directional. It kind of moves left and right, and the blade rocks front and back with the contours of your head. So let's get lathered up and give this a go. All right, no brush, just gonna do a quick hand lather with the head slick. Hope you guys are having a good week. Things are good here. It's, you know, the 11th day of June, and the sun is shining down here in central Texas. I think we hit 94, 95 today. Maybe not quite that high, low 90s. With, you know, a high percentage of humidity. I don't know exactly what it was. I didn't spend a lot of time outside. I try and stay inside when it's hot out. I'm not built for the heat. I'm a fat guy. We sweat, and all that extra mass makes me very not comfortable in the heat. So spent a lot of time inside. Went to the movies today. If you didn't watch my other video yet, go see Wonder Woman. It's a good flick. You'll enjoy it. If you have kids, they'll enjoy it. Safe for the whole family. A little bit of violence, but it's superhero violence, so nothing crazy. Good movie. Really enjoyed it, especially if you like superhero stuff. All right. See if I can get this blade cap off. There we go. Hope you guys are doing good. Guys and gals, I don't know who all watches these videos. But there's the first run out with the HeadBlade Moto. First couple tracks, slices, passes, whatever you want to call it. It's comfortable. It's pretty similar to shaving with the ATX, I'd say. I think the multi-directional shock absorber shave head is maybe a little more forgiving than on the ATX. I'm not sure if the ATX specifically has that kind of pivoting head, but this is very nice. It's very smooth. It's a quick shaver. 4 blades seem to get the job done really well, with a minimal amount of passes. Now they've kind of got the, just going to get after it. So summer's here. Anybody got any big summer plans? I don't. Gonna be working, just working. I am still in the process of saving for a house because I am tired of apartment living, so if I could stop spending money on shaving stuff. That was the whole point of my 6-month buying freeze that abruptly came to an end last month, and I can't seem to stop, but that's okay. It's all in good fun, right? You can't take it with you, and I'm pretty close to my house down payment. I have actually found a little 1-bedroom house near where I work. It needs a lot of work. Definitely needs a lot of work. But it's, I guess, what you would consider a tiny house. It's built in the 30s. Little pier and beam home. 600 square feet, which isn't much. My apartment, and every apartment I've lived in, has averaged about 800. So that would be a little bit smaller than I'm used to. It would take some getting some adjustments. But I'm thinking about it because it is super affordable. 35 grand for the house. It's on a small lot, in kind of a small country town, which I don't mind. It's pretty close to work, 15 minutes from the job. So I think it would be cool. And so I'm thinking I could pay cash for the house, have a little bit of money left over for the renovation, or take out a small loan to do the renovation, and then I could live mortgage free, which I think would be freaking super cool, you know? I don't like to owe anybody money. I've been out of debt for quite a long time. You know, not tooting my horn, but I am lucky enough to have a job that pays well, and I've been conservative with my money over the years once I kind of figured it all out. You know, when I was starting out, like any other young kid, spent money like it was water, didn't think about the future. But then when I hit my 30s, I figured it out, and you know, never got to the point where I could pay cash for a car, but I always put them on long loans and paid them off super quick, usually in about 2 or 3 years. And people will say, well, why did you do it that way? Why didn't you just take a shorter loan out? Well, because I always wanted to have the option of a lower monthly payment that I could just double up on. If something, you know, came up, I wouldn't be stuck out worrying about having to make like a $700 or $800 payment when I could make a $300 or $400 payment, and then double it if I had the money. So I did that. I've done that with every car I've owned since I was 26. So 2 cars, paid cash, or not cash, but paid them off super early, and then just drove them till the wheels fell off. And I'm kind of thinking I can do the same thing with this little house, you know, pay cash for it, renovate it, and live for free, stock up a bunch of money, and then buy a better house for, you know, with a bigger down payment or even close to cash, depending on what I can come across, maybe some land or something, and just kind of go from there. But I don't know, man. It's spending those big chunks of money like that is just kind of weird. You know, I'll nickel and dime myself for hundreds of dollars a month on hobbies and whatnot, but when it comes to writing a big, you know, check, it kind of hurts my heart. So I'm always kind of leery about it. It's just one of my things. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it all out. If you got any suggestions or ideas, post them in the comments below. I'm open to anything. But anyway, now that I've rambled about stuff that probably doesn't matter, how's the shave? Nice. This HeadBlade thing works really good. The Moto is nice. It's, you know, I find, or I have noticed that I'm having to go over some of the spots more times, and maybe that's just because I don't quite have the technique down. I should probably pay more attention to actually how I'm using it instead of talking about buying a house. But hey, what you gonna do? But yeah, so 2 passes. Didn't reapply the head slick because that stuff is plenty slick. Some touch-ups around the ears, no problems. The new design on both of the modern head blades, the ATX and this Moto, where you actually kind of drag it instead of push. Drag the blade across your head instead of push the blade across your head. Make touch-ups and things really easy. So I like this one. Definitely better than the two classics, the Sport and the original. So far, you know, since it's the first use and I've only got one use out of the ATX as well, I can't say which one I like better. But I can say that they both have given me a beautiful, shiny head shave. No cuts. Very little irritation that I can feel. Super happy with the purchase of this. And I don't know about in your area, but I was at Walgreens the other day. They had them on sale here in Central Texas, $9.99. 4-pack of the 4-blade cartridges, $9.99 as well. So if that is a nationwide offer and you're interested, now would be a good time to go pick them up. That's really cheap. And that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a good rest of the week, that you get to spend time with your family and friends, and that you have a good night, and you'll check back with me for the next shave. You'll have a good night. God bless.